Baking is all about creativity, comfort, and a little bit of fun in the kitchen. Today we're showing you some of Jessica's best cookie recipes, from classic chocolate chip cookies to rich lace cookies, and even surprising quadruple chocolate avocado cookies. Let's get baking. Coming in at number 5, chewy, chocolatey chocolate chip cookies.
It's the eternal debate, chewy or crispy. I'm making both. Now, both of these start off with the same amount of baking soda, flour, and salt. And chocolate chip cookies are so easy. Now, some people think that chocolate chips are the star of chocolate chip cookies. But for me, it's all about the butter. And I gotta cream the brown sugar and butter because that creates lots of little air bubbles, which will give me lift when those cookies go in the oven. Now that's chewy, but what about crispy? Melted butter. My crispy cookies use white and brown sugar. You know, I make a lot of desserts, but I'm a huge fan of cookies. Now, chocolate chunks. Someone needs to stop me from sitting down with this bowl and demolishing the whole thing. Difference in texture between the two. It's really clear. My crispy ones are really nice and soft, and my chewy ones are firm and thick. Let's give both chewy and crispy lots of space, because these guys are gonna spread. Yum. And look at this. Thin and crispy. Tender and chewy. But crispy holds up really well to a glass of cold milk. It's so fast, but so good. Now my chewies will firm up a little bit as they cool, so I eat them like this, warm and falling apart. Oh.
Number 4, surprise ingredients, quadruple chocolate avocado cookies.
Let's do some baking. For these avocado chocolate cookies, I want a really smooth, silky texture. Basic cookie dough. Isn't it great when trying new things in the kitchen also works out being better for you? Rich, buttery avocado. Why aren't we adding this stuff to all baked goods? So remember I told you quadruple chocolate cookies? Melted, semi-sweet, milk chocolate chips, white chocolate chips, cocoa powder. How's that for your yearly quota of chocolate in one cookie? Now, the other great thing about these cookies, besides having buttery avocado in them, is that they are so easy and quick to whip up. As I always say, dry and wet separate, then combine them. It's getting chocolatier by the minute. An ice cream scoop is great for ice cream, but it's also perfect for making sure my cookies are all exactly the same size. Now watch this for a transformation. Oh boy. It's like a cookie and a brownie and a chocolate cake. That works perfectly. Avocado has never tasted so good.
Stepping into the spotlight, Shaka cookies.
Your kids are gonna love these. Let's do some baking. Any candies will do, as long as they're crunchy. But first, the cookies. Butter, sugar, eggs, and flour. This, I chill in the fridge for a little bit, just helps it roll out better later. But I have one that I made earlier. And I'm gonna go quite thin with this dough because Shaka cookies are actually 3 layers of cookie stuck together. And that's a lot for anyone to bite into. You can do any shape you like. I'm going classic round and square today. I have to cut the centers out, and you'll see why later. When I spoon this into the cookies and then put it into the oven, it melts and it makes like a translucent window. And that's how I'm gonna see those tiny little candies shaking on the inside. Confession. Sometimes when I'm making these, I just stand and stare in the oven window while they're baking. They're so cool when that candy melts. Ready? Ooh, look at that. Now, these are gorgeous, but they're not Shaka cookies yet. I have to build these babies. And to do that, a little bit of melted white chocolate. To make that shaka shaka sound, I have confetti sprinkles. Okay, ideally, I should let these sit just for that white chocolate to set, but I can't wait. It's so fun. Here I go. Fun and delicious.
Taking the stage, lace cookies.
Lace cookies qualify as rich and delicious because they're full of butter and sugar, and then I squish them together with chocolate. I'll show you later why they're called lace cookies. But they always start off with ground nuts, like these pecans. That's the consistency I'm looking for. Ground, not flour. Now the base of these is basically like a caramel. Brown sugar, corn syrup, and butter make a really rich and chewy cookie. Look how thick this is now. Time to get nutty. And you'll see why I wanted them coarsely ground. If that was like a pecan powder, the whole thing would just get mushy. But because of all these great little chunks, it's gonna be chewy, chewy, chewy. Very little flour in this recipe. Butter and sugar are really the stars of the show here. Really important, don't skip the parchment paper here. These are super sticky. And it's really important to leave lots of space in between because, well, you'll see what happens in the oven. Lace cookies are named for all the lacy little holes that form when the butter and sugar melts in the oven. Check it out. These look so good. See why they're called lacy cookies? Look at all those tiny holes. But wait, let's make them even more rich and delicious. Chocolate. Okay, next step, and you can get the kids involved in this one, they love it. Find two that are more or less the same size and get your sandwich on. This is how you win friends and influence people. What? It's chewy, chocolatey, and sweet. What else could you want from a dessert? Oh, this is a dangerous snack.
And taking the top spot, a fun, nostalgic favorite, peanut butter sandwich cookies.
Let's get baking. I'm kicking things off by whisking together some flour, baking powder, baking soda, and salt. And I'm starting with my favorite peanut butter cookies. A little smooth and a little crunchy. That's the secret to a great peanut butter cookie. When you beat the butter and sugars like this, it adds air and makes a beautifully crumbly, crunchy cookie. I'm gonna let these chill in the refrigerator so that they don't spread too much in the oven. I want them crunchy on the edges, but still with that chewy inside. Believe it or not, I do have friends who don't have a sweet tooth, but they love these cookies because they're so salty and crunchy and just not too sweet. There's only one thing better than a peanut butter cookie. A peanut butter cookie sandwich! And for that, I need a luscious, creamy filling. That is the best darn peanut butter cookie I have ever had.
Which cookie would you bake first? Discover more delicious recipes with Jessica on Gusto TV. And don't miss the next countdown.